5 to annoy everyone because I will never stop it.
Yeah, the thing he doesn't know about that is that the DC is 3. D&D jokes! You won't get them. Yeah.
Well.
And then I stand here for a bit because
an ogre can make them.
Kitty tried to climb up in the basement rafters and I had to get him down.
Bad Kitty, out of the basement rafters.
Yeah.
I posted an article about you in Badass Weekly. I love that website, it's so hard.
Yeah. I don't read it because I'm not manly enough for it.
Badass Weekly. Apparently it's so loved that it gets a reference in Mass Effect 2. Good for you.
Really? Shit.
Yeah. Exactly. See that? Some guy writes about manly shit in the internet. Fucking Mass Effect 2 is like, oh yeah, all up in this.
Alright, so here's where Final Fantasy XII really starts to just outright steal from Skies of Arcadia's plot. And when I said that before, I wasn't kidding. I wasn't, you know, saying that just to be saying that. You know, there are the superficial similarities like Pinello's design, Vaughn and Weiss being space pirates. But let me put it to you this way, and I put it quite well when I said it to Greg.
Where is
My ridiculous collar will save us. Oh
Fear
shit,
not,
everyone's
Princess of
gone, I'm all
Dalmasca.
alone again.
We have chosen you, and you alone.
That was our conversation about the Homestuck trolls. You remember that, don't you?
I remember drinking. What the fuck is going on? It's like water or spirits or some shit flying at her. And oh god.
I'm trying to find the text where I explained it all to you.
We see your heart desires power, and power most holy shall we grant.
Most holy shall we grant.
Slumbering
What the hell is that thing? It's like a necklace I used to own.
Okay, here it is. Let me put it to you this way. Skies of Arcadia is a story about a young boy yearning for the freedom of the life of an air pirate. On his journeys, he meets a young woman whose very existence sets a plot in motion that leads to a dramatic realization that the destinies of those on Earth are and have been controlled by a race of people that have lived on the moon for thousands of years. Final Fantasy XII is the story about a young boy yearning for the freedom of the life of a sky pirate. On his journeys, he meets a young woman whose very existence sets a plot in motion that leads to the dramatic realization that the destinies of those on Ivlis have been controlled by a race of people that live in space for thousands of years.
That's why I was given it.
And then Weiss from Skies of Arcadia starred in Valkyria Chronicles, where he was killed off brutally in the anime in a horrible fashion.
Yeah, anyway.
That's right, your hero dies a brutal, horrible grenade drill-based death.
Did he go out splendidly?
Oh no, he didn't get alive,
Ah.
he died. He just straight up, we see him, laser, he's in 2
Well then.
pieces.
Anyway, so yeah, the Ocuria of this game are basically the exact same as the Sylvites from Skies of Arcadia. There's like no difference. The Valuan Empire equals the Arcadian Empire. Weiss equals Vaughn. Ica equals Pinello. Fina equals Ash. Gilder equals Balthier. And Drachma equals Bosch to some extent. Also, the Gigas equal the Espers.
Nothing equals Gilder. Nothing equals Gilder because Gilder was voiced
That
by
is true.
Wakamoto.
Anyway, I'm not saying this just to be bitching about it. This game really does rip off Skies of Arcadia in pretty much every aspect. And I defy you to prove to me any differently. Because it's true. People who have played Skies of Arcadia and this game will notice the similarities almost immediately.
Sup, baby cakes? Will you just stay dead?
Destroy them all.
Also, that isn't really her dead husband, it's actually the Ocuria fucking with her.
The humans of askew, history's haste. They move through 2 short lives.
And this goes on for a while. I just...
Can we stop panning around to see her ass? It's not attractive.
God, this goes on forever. In Skies of Arcadia, it was over in like 15 minutes. They pretty much said, stop being jerks! And the Sylvites said, lol, no. And they said, okay, we're gonna just go then. And they're like, okay.
Might endure.
And then you didn't mess with the Claudia.
Didn't miss it. Oh, good lord.
Did Drachma ever catch that whale?
You didn't play the game?
Our hand, our fist.
I did, I just can't
Yeah,
remember.
he did, but it was more bittersweet than anything.
Upsetting.
Princess, you have been
I
chosen.
can't remember. What, like,
And I
9
think-
years ago?
Well, what happens is that you go to the ice dungeon, you get to the end, Rocknam, the purple Gigas, is there. It turns out to be the purple Gigas, and Drachma actually feels sorry for the poor bastard because he was like this biologically altered arch whale that had stuff put in him or something, and he's just lived a miserable existence for all of eternity, and Drachma feels really bad for him even though he killed his son and
Do you
blah
know
blah
what
blah
would've
blah blah.
been a fucking awesome plot twist right there? If when she grabbed the sword, she opened her eyes and every other member of the party was dead, and you had to start again, but with her as the main.
That would have been a much better
However,
game.
her jaded soul, who realizes that life is a horrendous, cruel mistress, and that fate does not want you fucking around. We have taken all your friends, brutally skinned and murdered them, and are now wearing them. Hurry up and save your kingdom.
Yeah.
This is their Greg.
So basically, we have the typical infamous kind of
Wasn't he saying he'd
alignment choice. She can either destroy the Empire and rule with an iron fist, or, you know, just tell them to stop that, slap them on the wrist, and then go back to ruling Dalmasca. It's basically like an infamous where it's like, I could feed this orphan, or I could kick this dog off a cliff. Tough
That's
choice.
an awful Cole impression.
Say again?
That was an
It
awful
was,
Cole
but I don't-
impression. You sounded more like Shadow the Hedgehog.
But wait,
You did. You sounded like a really gay Shadow, like a head Cole.
Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
I'm fucking sick of bald-headed superheroes, which is another reason I'm getting Bulletstorm, because every one of them has a mullet, or at least a reason for being bald. No, seriously, the sideburns on the characters in Bulletstorm, my god! I thought my sideburns were awesome. These sideburns, you could roast weenies on them, and then bang chicks
People who
with
don't
them.
know, Greg has these very righteous sideburns.
Seriously, Go Nagi would like these
Damn.
sideburns. You don't know who that is.
Shut up.
We should have a contest, like, whoever can get the most of Greg's references for a Greg LP or a Dad LP wins
What would be the prize, though?
fucking something. They get to guest star in an episode of your LP or my LP or fucking
restore Dalmasca's
The Good
time
Doctor,
and
Jackie
make
Chan
all-
Adventure, I don't know.
It's the only way to
Yeah, you get to be in an episode of Jackie Chan Adventures.
My god, this is exciting. This pretty much just reiterates everything we were already able to piece together. It's like the game is trying to
Why
tell
did
us
you
that
guys
it thinks
take
we're
me away
idiots.
from my piano lesson. I was so much having so much fun, brother. God, look at my hair. What? Look at my hair. Do I look like Ozzy yet? No, you don't look like Ozzy. Do I look like Ozzy, Mr. Judge? No, you don't look like Ozzy. Do I look like Ozzy, Sid? Fucking Christ, you don't look like Ozzy.
Maybe if I fell off a four-wheeler.
Did I ever tell you about the time my dad went to a live show of like Ozzy and like
I have faith in her.
he parachuted in but he fucked up and he banged off the
God
stand.
damn.
And then he walked up to the stage like fucking bleeding out of everything going
I'm gonna eat this whole sandwich. I'll finish it later,
I missed that
yeah.
shit. Look at him walk. Thinks he's got attitude, but look at him.
That so sweet a child could be
Mm,
your
fine ass
brother
on
is
that
hard
chick.
to believe.
That's my little brother.
Barca is as he should be.
No topic!
What's that, Venom?
How's the weather? It's
like-
nice and not full of pedophiles.
Ah, taking the bait already?
It's rather dark too. It's always dark in the city. Why are you carrying that book? I
It's a good book. What's it
about?
called? The Grimoire of Marissa. God damn it, Sid.
To write history as they deem
Ruin your
fit.
Toho love.
What do we pay you for anyway if you're just going to play Toho all day?
Bah, the
I made a beam cannon!
What good
True enough, you did make a beam
would it
cannon.
not be hard
I made like 9 beam cannons. And I'm Balthier's dad, I think.
He is.
Oh god, I'm Balthier's dad. How old am I? He's like 40.
Balthier's like 20
Christ.
something. What are you talking about?
Oh, I am grateful for the
Balthier's like 40. Christ.
Manufactured Nephesite would have eluded us.
Nephesite would have eluded us. That's
Unrivaled
an
weapon,
unrivaled
I warrant
weapon. Tell you, why don't we just put like the Nephesite in a bottle and throw it in?
Well, that's what they've been trying to do, but apparently they can't make more manufactured Nephesite because plot device.
Suck,
Yeah.
ghost. Sid, are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm talking to the ghost of Christmas present. It's not Christmas, and that's not who I am. Dude! I've got glowing eyes.
Accomplished in 6 fleeting years.
How does this man have a job here? He's really good at the arcade Pac-Man machine. And he always wins at the yearly arcade tournament that gets most of our budget. That's why they let me stay here. Then I can recite my name in burps. Jesus
This
Christ,
man
this
is a
man's
doctor.
More time, we might have availed ourselves.
This man is a doctor. You think I'm fat? You should have seen my graduate.
I'm the only one in my class that wore thigh-high stockings.
Lightly will the Acuria allow you to wrest the reins of
My
history
God,
from their grasp. Back
that does
in
not
the
surprise
hands
me.
of men.
Should have seen the other douchebags. Fucking one went on to cure cancer for Christ's sake. Well,
That doesn't do anything. What if we want to create cancer as a bioweapon? That douche ruined it for us.
For your ascendance,
Okay, I'm gonna leave because clearly your stupidity is far too intense for me to endure on this physical plane. More like yo mama is too hard.
Before
to
you
endure on this
go,
physical
do I
plane.
look like Ozzy? No.
I keep telling him he doesn't look like Ozzy.
Unrewarded.
For too long my deeds have gone unrewarded. Now I want my reward. Hmm? Oh God! I ain't sucking that. It's up to you, Ghost.
I don't have a mouth.
Tally ho!
On distant shore,
He jumped.
dreams
Yes,
the
he did.
sun crest.
What's down there?
And that's why
The
I've had
boiler room. He's pretty much going to land on hot iron.
Didn't Reda say he was going to follow some other course?
Your
Maybe
mama
you found out
last
something
night
that
on
can
iron. How did he hear us? It's like a bat bitch.
What's wrong with Redis?
Oh
I
my
mean, if you
goodness.
can't trust your own kind, who can
What's wrong
you
with
trust?
Predator? You can't trust your own.
That was Vaughn speaking, you dumb.
Oh. Stop impersonating me, Vaughn. Sorry. That's
This is where I start even turning
do it
on
again.
Balthier as a character, because... Now, this is gonna sound really weird, but Balthier is actually taking a shine to the little shit.
I think I've just vomited into
Yeah,
my face.
I did too.
That's right, I vomited so hard, then inhaled to do a giant F that it splashed my face, resulting in a
Yeah,
vomit face.
and that's not all. After this, he says that Vaughn can have the straw if anything happens to him.
It's probably because he filled it with gasoline and has not paid his parking ticket since he abandoned it in the middle of the
Do you think this
desert.
thing passes emissions?
Yay!
Look at the fucking thing!
Look at it! You think this is bad? I stole from the Ifrit to make this thing run. The Ifrit! You think that thing runs? Do you know how that runs? There's like 9 kids in the boiler room being fed into the...
Do you know how the security system works on that thing?
into a
Thousands
shelter.
and thousands of tiny black mages casting Firaga at once!
You know what my security system is? I fucking put a bike lock on it!
A bike lock and a
And you
team
know
of Moogle engineers!
Moogle. These guys can't fight. Watch this. Hey, Moogle. You just shot him.
He's
did.
dead!
You know what the ups...
That's my security system! You just
That's on your
shot
head.
him! We have established that I have shot him. Can we move on?
It's your security system now, Captain. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go bone Fran and star in a PSP sequel. Yeah?
Did Balthier get his own game?
God, we suck. We must suck. We weren't even the character selected from our game to be in
He's
the
gonna be in the next one, I think. Yeah.
Vaughn.
But on the bright side, Kane's gonna be in the next Dissidia, which makes me all kinds of happy.
Oh, dear sweet God.